Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Candice Ackerman. I'm a licensed psychologist and this is your DIY therapy session by Flourish. And today I'd like to talk with you guys about sleep. Alright, so sleep is the most important thing, well maybe not the most, but a very important part of mental health. And it's the first thing that I ask about when a new client comes into my office. I want to know, are they sleeping well? Are they having restful sleep? Are they falling asleep in a decent amount of time? Are they awakening during the night? Are they awakening early? Because all those signs can lead to potential mental illness or can make things in life tougher. So what I want to talk to you about today are some tips and tricks that you can use to make your sleep better. All right. So what I want you to first remember is that the mind pairs everything in its environment. Now this may be consciously or unconsciously, but you'll notice when you start to get into a routine, things will happen just kind of on autopilot, and that's what we want to do with sleep as well. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that your bed is only associated with the following three things. So in psychology, we talk about the three S's. So that's sleep, sick, and sex. All right? And it shouldn't be anything else done on that bed. We're not doing homework. We're not doing bills. We're not doing anything else that the mind will associate that bed with. So make sure that you only use the bed for sleep, rest, and sex, and that's it. The next thing to keep in mind or to try is to go to bed and to wake up at the same time every day. Now I know this can be kind of a bummer because some of us want to sleep in on the weekends or want to stay up late some nights, and you know the occasional time is fine, but if we want to try to get into a really good sleep rhythm, what we want to try to do is to go to bed same time, wake up same time. And what you'll find over time is that actually your body will start to get really tired around that particular time of night and will wake up on its own. You may even not need an alarm clock, but the mind gets so associated with those times and it gets a sense of circadian rhythm. Another thing to consider is a bedtime routine. All right, so just as with kids, when we get them ready for bed, we will, give them a bath, read them a bedtime story, tuck them in, say prayers, all that good stuff. And those are kind of a similar set of activities that we like to have for adults. Something that their mind can start to associate with, I need to get ready for bed, I need to start shutting my mind down. So that can be, taking a bath, that can be reading something light, or it could be doing a really easy Sudoku puzzle, for example, something that you do exclusively to get ready for bed, so that when you start doing it, your mind knows that, okay, after this, I'm going to go to bed, so I need to start quieting my mind. So that's just an example. And then the last thing to consider is to limit your screen time. So I know we love our electronic devices, we love our phones and our tablets and our computers and all that stuff, but the problem is that the light that's emitted from these devices that goes into our retinas fools the body into thinking that it's daytime when it's actually night. So try to limit the amount of screen time before bed. We try to say to turn those screens off 2 hours before bed. There are some other modifications. So for instance, the Apple devices now have a night shift mode that you can turn on in the settings. So after a certain time, the screen will turn into a more warm color rather than a bright color. So it can kind of help tone down that light, but we want to try to limit our screen time as much as possible before bed. All right, so to sum that up, we want to make sure that we are only using the bed for sleep, sick, or sex. Another thing is we want to wake up and go to bed around the same times every day. And we want to try to create a bedtime routine if possible. So pick a few or maybe even just one or two activities that you can do before bed so that your mind can start associating those activities with sleep. And then limit your screen time on these devices. All right, I'm Dr. Candice Ackerman. Thanks for watching.